Hi folks, welcome back to the channel. It is going to be a great day for a paddle. Behind me is Debar Pond. I got my kayak right here. It is October, as you can tell probably by the leaves. This will be my last video of 2023. Can you believe it? The season's just about over, but the last 10-12 days have been excellent after a summer of rain. This video, I'm giving an update on saving the Debar Lodge, where it is in the process, and did a Adirondack group throw a monkey wrench into this project in saving this lodge. I'll tell you about it, so let's get out on the water. Alright folks, well, this is Debar Pond 2023, and we have been here before. This is, I think, my third paddle on this pond, and I come back every October to give you an update on what's happening with the lodge back there. So yeah, I like coming up here in October to give an update on the lodge just because of the fall colors. I mean, this place here is surrounded by fall colors, and it's just awesome being up here in October. And I can't believe the weather we're having. There's not a cloud in the sky, and unbelievable the weather that we're having for the past 10-12 days. But anyways, if you want to know what's going on with the lodge, watch my update video from last year. I did in 2020, the DEC came out with a proposal to demolish the lodge, and was met with fierce backlash. Many groups, including Franklin County, the town of Duane, Adirondack Architectural Heritage Group, which I'm a member of, opposed that plan, and they've put their heads together and came up with a plan to save the lodge. But in order to save the lodge, it has to go through both houses of state government and a statewide referendum. And as we all know, the wheels of government move ever so slowly. But anyways, where it is now. So, since last year, the New York State Assembly passed Bill A2816 that would save this historic lodge from destruction. But the state Senate, bill number S7868C, still sits in committee. And so there's still quite a road to travel to get this lodge saved. The proposal is a land swap of 6 acres around the lodge and the 6 acres, and swap with another portion, and I think it's in the Debar Wilderness, for, I think it's quite a few acres. I can't remember off the top of my head how many acres it is, but it's quite a few acres. And I would think that everybody would be on board as preserving history, especially this lodge that is on the National Historic Register. I would think everyone's goal would be to save that. But in May of 2023, a prominent Adirondack group called for the destruction of this lodge. So in May of 2023, the group Protect the Adirondacks officially stated they opposed saving the lodge, and any New York State bills or constitutional amendments, because that's what it'll take to save the lodge, is a constitutional amendment, to save it. The group has a long list of why they oppose saving the lodge. And I'll put a link to their statement so you can read it all in its entirety on what they want to do. Just a few reasons is that they feel that the changing the constitutional amendment to preserve Debar Lodge will strip the public of recreational rights and use. They also state that the public education that would be envisioned at the lodge can be undertaken at other sites, and that the Debar Lodge will be a new drain on environmental protection funds. The fear is that the constitutional amendment, the changing, that land exchange, which they also say is unfair, will make these public lands private and only be used exclusively for paying guests. And if you really want to stay at any state campground, you have to pay for it, and it's public lands. So I don't know. I can see their point to a little bit about their concern that the public might be locked out of it, but their plan, what they want to see, is that Debar Pond should be a place where all the buildings are removed and the land is managed to grow even wilder in the future than it is today. And they use Lake Lila, and maybe some of you have never been to Lake Lila. Lake Lila is a remote lake in the central Adirondacks. They want Debar Pond to become like Lake Lila. Well, I say this to protect the Adirondacks. You haven't been to Lake Lila lately. The times that I have been down to Lake Lila, and it's a chore to get there. The ranger station on Little Tupper is probably, 10 miles, 9 miles away from Lake Lila. You have to drive into Lake Lila. There's a road that takes you in about 5 miles. It's a little dirt road. And there's a parking area, and then you have to carry your boat, your canoe, your kayak, whatever, to a beach area to kayak or canoe Lake Lila. And there's campsites out on Lake Lila. Well, if you go to Lake Lila and just go to those campsites, you would see that a lot of these people come in, they're, younger people, they come in, they put cases of beer into their kayaks and all sorts of stuff into their canoes, and they paddle out to these islands and they party all weekend. Do you think all those cans and those cases of beer are coming back out? Nope. And do you think that there's toilet paper not all around? I mean, Protect the Adirondacks, they're a good group. They have done some good things. But I think if they want to turn Debar Pond into like a Lake Lila, where there's the rangers, I have met some really uptight rangers down on Lake Lila, because they are just at their wits' end about what's going on down there. They go out there, they try to patrol, they can only do it in a canoe, so they got to paddle out to these islands. And I've been there there was fireworks going off from one of the islands, loud music at night. There's trash, and the rangers are frustrated with it. So Protect the Adirondacks have not been down to Lake Lila lately. That's what this place will turn into if they demolish this lodge and turn this into another Lake Lila. People will come back here to camp and party and drink if there's no one here to regulate it. At least if they save the lodge, I'm envisioning that it's going to be much like some of the other great camps in Adirondacks, that there's going to be some regulation there. So you can probably note that I'm not in agreement with Protect Adirondacks on this one. I think the lodge should be saved. I think there's a number of opportunities of what can be done here. I think people are somewhat correct in their fears that the public might get locked out of this, but really, if the state, let's say the state took this over and made it into a state campground and they put in 30 RV sites here, you'd still have to pay to get into it. I mean, it's going to be exclusively for paying guests. And so, honestly, I don't know. I'd like the lodge to be saved. That's why I joined the Adirondack Architectural Heritage Group. They're working to save the lodge. They have saved many structures and many historic places around the Adirondacks and outside the Adirondack. So that is this year's update. It's so great out here. I can't believe how nice it is out here in October. But I'm hoping this monkey wrench that the Protect the Adirondacks threw into this plan hasn't affected it too much yet. It's still working its whales through the government, and the government at this pace probably won't be on a statewide referendum until at least 2025, I'm thinking. So I'm hoping that it would go faster than that, but we just can't get it going. I'm hoping the governor, once it's passed through, the governor signs it and it goes through a statewide referendum to save the lodge. And that's where it's going to be key, because whatever group has the most money to get the word out is the one that's going to win, you know. So anyways, that is this year's 2023 update on Debar Lodge. And just one more time, I'm going to take the camera and pan it around. I don't know if the camera's going to do it any justice or not, but look at the fall colors out here. It's freaking awesome. Just a quick story from last year's video that happened. So I came, paddled, did my video update of the lodge, and when I got out, there were some people on the shore. We went swimming because it was such a great day when I did this video last year too. And I left, and about 45 minutes after I left, a moose came out from over here and came into the pond. And I was like, are you kidding me? I was just there. They got pictures of the people that they got pictures of it, and one of them posted it on her Facebook, and that's how I saw it. And she put down the date and time that she saw it, and I was just there 45 minutes before that, talking to them people. And so it would be very cool to see a moose come out right now, or while I'm on my paddle. I think I'd like that very, very much. But anyways, like I said earlier, this would be my final video of 2023. I head back to the civilization tomorrow, and then I'm going to have to winterize my camper, get things ready. Maybe camping won't be over with yet, but I don't have any more videos planned. This is the last one of the year that I had planned. So again, this is October of 2023, and you will see this probably in April of 2024. So, and then a new season will start. But anyways, I'm going to paddle around here. I'm going to soak this day up because this is absolutely gorgeous out here, and there's nobody here. I'm the only one in the parking lot, so I'm hoping that moose does come out. Alright folks, you watched all the way through. Thanks for that. If you liked the video, make sure to give me a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, click the subscribe button down below. Continue to follow the adventure. And remember, folks, tomorrow is no guarantee for any one of us. So disconnect from that Wi-Fi, connect to this out here. You won't be disappointed.